So I've been doing these X-Men videos for a minute, and it's really a big difference between when I started doing these and now. I like to talk about this before I even start reviewing it because when this book first relaunched, it sucked. It was terrible. And then around issue 13 or 12 or whatever it was, it got really good again. And it stayed pretty consistently good. The pacing is actually pretty decent for a floppy. It's still written for the trade, but the story's been pretty good considering like Rosenberg has been boring in the past. Like most of his stuff has sucked. But like he's gotten it together a little bit. I'm kind of surprised. This has been pretty decent. This has been a decent run. And I read his Astonishing X-Men. That book was trash. And he's got on this, and I don't know what it is, but he's pulled it together, and he's actually giving a good story. I'm shocked. I really am, because the first 11 issues of this book was weekly garbage. They were like putting a book out a week, and I think the problem was they had like 18 friggin' writers on the book. There's like 18 people writing. It's like, what are you doing? Just let one person write it. And, when I found out he was taking over the series, I was like, oh man, this is going to be trash. And he's been doing good. I got to give it to him. He's been doing a decent job writing. The art, whoever's doing the art is doing pretty good. Like everything on this book is decent. The colors, the pencils, the writing. I'm really shocked. And I've said it again. I've said it before and I'll say it again. This is the series. This is the arc that should have started the book. You should have done. So they're like doing this stupid Age of X-Men run where like all of the X-Men are in an alternate reality or some stupid crap, and they're in there with X-Man, who's a different version of Cable from the Age of Apocalypse. He's pretty much Cable without the techno-organic virus, so he's like a total badass. Because I think a lot of people don't know, like the reason that Cable isn't a complete badass with like massive powers is because he's always keeping the virus in check. If like he didn't have to do that, he would be a complete badass. And that's what Nathan Gray is, a badass. So, they should have just called that mini event before Age of Apocalypse or whatever, the end of the X-Men or something stupid. And then they should have relaunched Uncanny X-Men with this lineup that they've done, because this has been pretty good. So they had this new lineup. It's like Cyclops, Wolverine, Havoc, Magic, Chamber, Wolfsbane, who I guess is dead, spoiler, and Karma, Mirage, and Multiple Man. So Mirage is the character, I guess, that Ethan Van Sciver made. I forget her name. She was only in, as far as I knew, oh shoot, I'm forgetting the name of it. It's the X-Men series, New X-Men. It's the series that Ethan Van Sciver did. That's really good. But man, I haven't read that in a long time. So. Oh, we have Multiple Man. I actually like the lineup quite a bit. There's characters that I'm familiar with. They don't have all these weird characters on the team. And the cool thing is that Wolverine and Cyclops are in it, and they have their iconic outfits, which, surprise, surprise, if you give them the outfits everyone likes, it really kind of does make a big difference. But so yeah, here we go. This is what I wanted to get to. So see, now that's a cool lineup. Now I'm hoping when they eventually end this stupid Age of Apocalypse or Age of X-Men thing, they'll give us an uncanny team of the more core members that we've all wanted. That'll be nice. Cyclops isn't a extremist anymore. That's nice. And we get some good interactions with Captain America. So Scott's trying to be a good person again. He's trying to be more of the Cyclops that everyone remembers. Most of that has to do with the fact that when his younger self, who should have went back for years ago, went back, they got all of their memories back. And that shows him, hey, I've kind of lost my way. Wolverine is Wolverine. I mean, it's just those two being core members of the team really, really helps this book a lot. It really says something for the weight of those characters and how much they were missed in this story and in the book in general and on the same team. Because for the longest time since, what was it? Schism? Yeah, they haven't been on the same team together and they've hated each other. But the premise of this book is they're still trying to find their way, and they end up fighting Joseph, who I thought was dead, Joseph, man, this is an old character. And this is one of the things I always talk about, like to, really enjoy X-Men books. It's hard. It's like you almost need a PhD in X-Men knowledge and lore to really follow this book. There's like how many they do mention that he's a clone of Magneto for the longest time. Like this was supposedly Magneto rejuvenated to a younger person, and everyone thought it was him. Then it was revealed that he wasn't him, and that he was just a clone. So he shows up, and he's acting like Magneto, and they eventually figure it out. And he's kind of wasted because he gets killed by like fake Psylocke. And Juggernaut's like going to be on the team now, which I actually think is a pretty cool idea. He kind of helps them out. You see, he encases them in like metal iron. And Juggernaut's like, I want to help mutants. I want to be an X-Man. So it looks like he's going to join the team, which I actually really like. I don't know how much longer is left in X-Man, but I'm imagining that they're going to come back and then this arc is going to change. So that's unfortunate. But fake Psylocke, so they're saying that she's fake, I don't know, shows up and kills Joseph, just wastes him. So it's like, why'd you even bring him back? I didn't even know he was alive, and now he's just dead again? I don't know what's going on. And then they're like, Wolfsbane's dead. Okay. Poor cliffhanger, poor plot development there, but I still enjoyed the issue. I wish they would have done a little bit more with Joseph, because it's like, I'm like, I haven't seen this dude in years, and then he just gets offed out of nowhere. It's like, oh, all right, okay, I guess. And the fake Betsy, that they say that's not Psylocke, and I maybe it's because they don't know that she's changed bodies. I'm not sure. So I'm not sure what's going on there, because if you didn't know, she's not the Asian Psylocke anymore. She went back to her original body, which caused a lot of screeching. But I think most of that's blown over. So I'm not sure what's going on there. But I'm interested enough to know. Like, I keep going. I like this book. This is one of the better books right now. If it'll stay that way, we'll see. That's up to you, Matthew Rosenberg. Can you keep it going? You don't have much of an editor. What's that? That weirdo that plays the ukulele, Jordan D. White. He's the editor of the X-Men books, and that guy's terrible. So it's all on you, man. You need to check your own stuff. Make sure you're doing a good job, like, on your own. And you really need to edit yourself, because you're not going to get any good editing from Jordan D. White or any of the other editors, to be honest. I don't know what your editors do at Marvel. I think they just get drunk all day and play Monopoly or Connect 4 or something. I'm not sure. But the point is, your editors are trash, garbage, and they're horrible people too, actually. So it's kind of on you. I haven't seen you be too shitty with people online, so maybe you'll keep this going, man. I actually want you to do good, because I like X-Men books. So we'll see. But right now, you're still doing good, so I will definitely give you some props for that. Anyway, that's pretty much it. I'm not going to drag it out any longer. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, hit the notification bell, leave comments, all that good stuff, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.